You know how it goes. One day, your fish looks absolutely perfect, swimming around happy as can be. And then the next, you notice its fins look kinda tattered and frayed. It's gotta be one of the most common and frustrating problems in the aquarium world. But what if I told you the cause isn't what you probably think? Let's get into the real truth about fin rot. This quote right here, it absolutely nails it. We tend to treat fin rot like it's some kind of invading disease, but that's not the whole story. Really, it's a warning sign. It's your fish's way of telling you that something much bigger is wrong, something lurking in the water itself. So, to really get a handle on this, we first need to be super clear about what we're even looking at. What exactly is fin rot, and why is it so much more than just a cosmetic issue? Okay, the key word in this definition is gradual. This stuff doesn't happen overnight, which is actually good news for us. And notice how it's linked to things: infection, injury, and ding ding ding, poor environmental conditions. This tells us that the bacteria aren't the villains here. They're just opportunists waiting for a chance to strike. It's really easy to forget this, but a fish's fins aren't just there to look pretty. They're essential tools. They're used for everything from steering and stopping to, believe it or not, communicating with other fish. When those fins are damaged, it can make a fish super stressed, weak, and totally vulnerable. Look, beating fin rot really comes down to one simple thing. You gotta catch it early. So let's train our eyes on exactly what to look for before it snowballs into a real problem. These right here are your early clues. Look for edges that are ragged, almost like torn fabric, or fins that just seem to be getting shorter day by day. You might even see a weird white or black outline forming on the edges. And definitely watch for clamped fins. That's when a fish holds its fins super tightly against its body. It's a classic textbook sign of stress. Okay, this next part is absolutely crucial. This gets to the very heart of where most of us go wrong in understanding fin rot. So let's pull back the curtain and see what's really going on in that tank. This is the question on every single fish keeper's mind when they first see it, right? It feels like it just appears out of thin air, some kind of random attack on your favorite fish. But the truth is, it almost never is. So here it is, the big reveal. The myth is that fin rot is some contagious disease hunting for a victim. But the truth? It's a symptom. It's what happens when a fish's immune system gets totally worn down by stress, which then lets everyday bacteria get a foothold. The real enemy isn't the bacteria, it's the stress. So, what's causing all this stress? Well, this chart tells the whole story. Just look at that huge slice of the pie: poor water quality. Almost half the time, the problem is right there in the water. But let's break down all these causes. This is the silent killer, for real. Your water can look crystal clear, but invisible toxins like ammonia and nitrite from fish waste can be building up. This chemical stress is like a constant, invisible drain on your fish's health, making it a super easy target for any little infection that comes along. The other major trigger is just plain old physical damage. A little nip from a bully tank mate, a scrape against a shirt plastic plant. These things create a literal open wound where bacteria can just set up shop. And you can bet that long-fin fish, like your beautiful bettas or guppies, are especially at risk here. Let's think about it like this. Imagine two aquariums. You've got tank A, which is stable and well-maintained. Then you've got tank B, where maybe a few water changes have been missed, and there's a bit of bullying going on. Now, where do you think fin rot is going to show up? It's tank B every single time. A healthy environment is always the ultimate defense. So what do you do if you see those warning signs in your own tank? First off, don't panic. Let's just walk through a clear, actionable plan to get everything back on the right track. This is your immediate action plan. First, test that water. You can't fix what you can't measure, right? Second, do a water change right away to immediately dilute any of those nasty toxins. Third, take a good look around the tank for any physical hazards or bullies. And fourth, just watch. Your fish's behavior is one of the most powerful tools you have. Now, I know the first impulse is often to just run out and grab some medication, but this is so important. Medication without fixing the underlying problem is just a Band-Aid. It's like patching a leak in a boat that's still taking on water. You have to address the water first, always. So after all this doom and gloom, I know what you're thinking. It's the one question every worried fish owner asks. Once the damage is done, is it permanent? And the answer, thankfully, is yes. In most cases, they absolutely can grow back. Fish have this remarkable ability to heal and regenerate their fins, but, and this is a big but, only if the source of the stress is gone. Give them that pristine water and a safe, calm home, and you're giving them the best possible chance to make a full recovery.
Okay, so ultimately, the best treatment for fin rot is, well, never having to deal with it in the first place. So let's wrap this up by talking about how to get into a prevention mindset and win this battle before it even begins.
These right here are the pillars of prevention. And notice, none of this is rocket science. We're talking regular maintenance, not overstuffing your tank, picking the right tank mates, and just watching your fish every day. These simple habits are way more powerful than any medication you can ever buy. I absolutely love this quote. A tiny fray on a fin, a fish that seems a little shy all of a sudden, a missed water test. Those are the whispers. They're the early warnings. And if you can learn to pay attention to those little things, you can stop them from turning into a full-blown, screaming emergency.
So if you take just one thing away today, please let it be this. Fin rot is a messenger. Don't just treat the fins. You have to listen to the message. It's telling you to look deeper at your water, at your tank setup, at the overall health of the little ecosystem you've created. Because at the end of the day, healthy water grows healthy fish, and healthy fish grow healthy fins. It's as simple as that.